Welcome back to another episode of Original Understudies, where I've gathered the world's most original understudies, and we're going to perform some improv comedy for you. Full disclosure, this is a post-recorded intro. Originally, this was recorded on November 29th, so there's going to be some references to Thanksgiving, and it's impossible to hide. There was some syncing issues, and it caused a little extra editing time, but nonetheless, I'm really excited to finally release this episode. And without further ado, let me introduce to you the understudies today. We have Jacki Schwarz. Welcome,
Hello.
Jacki.
Hey, how's it going?
Where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at the Florida Person Podcast, which I do with another person here today, Meag. So
we save the big surprise newcomers for last,
all
Jacki.
right, I do it with somebody that you didn't hear me say their name.
All right, and welcome back to the show, Amelia Clover.
Hey.
Amelia, thanks for coming back.
Thanks for having me back. Always a pleasure.
Where can people find you online?
So Amelia Clover VO, that's Amelia Clover voiceover, basically on all the things. And then you can just also go to ameliaclover.com if you want more.
Perfect. And now we have a welcoming back of Sean Will to Original Understudies. Welcome back, Sean.
Yes, thank you for having me back. I'm so excited on this cold, 69 day here in LA. So I had to pull out the beanie and the parkas. Yeah, the snow boots. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is wild. I think it was like 75 degrees in Venice on Thanksgiving, and I was in heaven.
Wow.
Where can people find you online, Sean?
Yeah, you can find me on the gram, on the IG, as the kids say, at I am Sean Will. So that's at I am, the letter I, the letter M, Sean Will. You can also find me on the Twitter before that. Well, it's already been gone to hell, but before it even goes down even further, same thing, I am Sean Will. And yeah, we got shows coming up, so make sure you go on those. And just like Amelia, you can check me out at IamSeanWill.com for all my acting stuff. And I also know Meag. She was my favorite actor growing up. Her name was Meg Ryan. She was America's sweetheart before Julia Roberts came in. Oh, okay. I was just saying. Okay. I want to throw the surprise off. So yeah.
And our newcomer of the day, I'm not sure. It might be Meg Ryan. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not. Meag Gallagher. Welcome to Original Understudies, Meag.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very excited to be on this episode.
And where can people find you online?
Barely anywhere. Barely anywhere. But I'm just getting back into the swing of things with social media. So yeah,
But you're part of the Florida Person Podcast, so they could find you. Are you dropping out?
I was saving that for my big reveal at the end.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just
really ruining it,
I was
James.
listening. I know. I was listening to an episode that I think we recorded a long time before Thanksgiving, but it was a Landon episode where he was hosting, and I interrupted him. It was like, you're not the guest host, you're the host. I have the worst habit of like interrupting people.
That's good. That keeps the conversation going, I think.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a fan of the Florida Person Podcast. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's ridiculous.
That's me and Jacki. We're both from Florida. We talk about Florida things. We talk about odd stories. I just bought MeagGallagher.com yesterday. So I'm very excited. That website's going to be up soon. I'm going to have all sorts of little things on there.
Yeah.
And let's just be honest with people. You don't spell your name the traditional way. So if they're looking for MeagGallagher.com, you might want to let them know how to spell it.
That's MEAGGALLAGHER.com.
And was that just a typo that your parents put in and you stuck with it? Like, what happened?
I am named after a character in a miniseries called The Thornbirds from the 80s.
I've only seen the cover of something that has that written on it. I have not seen the show.
It's a very tragic story about a woman in Australia named Meg Cleary, who is in love with a priest who loves God more than her. A lot of women who were born in the 1980s that are named Megan are named after
the.
And I guess there's a Kennedy that's named Megan, and they spell it like me. So my parents were like, well, if it's good enough for the Kennedys, it's good enough for our daughter.
Nice.
My name is spelled differently than most Jackies because my mom wanted to name me Skylar and my dad said that's a stupid name. And so she named me Jacqueline instead. And then my mom spelled it weird to get back at him. And that's
love.
That's love. That's love. So we've got an email from Issa, and it starts off very strange. Most people say hello or this or that, but it has what I can only imagine Kirby from like Kirby's Avalanche or the Kirby Dream. It's little like he used letters or the keyboard to type this. It looks like Kirby flipping a table upside down. Like there's one with the table down and then one where his hands are up and he's flipped the table upside down. And then just goes right into the suggestion. Elderly martial artists turned vigilantes. Love you all, Issa. So like I had been saying, like the suggestions are wonderful and I embrace them, but it's kind of like a conversation starter. So what do we think of when we think elderly martial artists turned vigilantes?
Okay, I'm going to pop right in because I'll just go off of the martial arts story idea. So when I was a kid, I took karate at Robinson's Action Karate. That was in a strip mall next to a Dunkin' Donuts and a Blockbuster. And I was like, I really enjoyed karate when I was
I'm so sorry. I'm interrupting again. I didn't hit record on Zoom, but we've been recording the podcast. So, wow. But at least if we did lose the beginning part, we'll be able to pick up right here. Sorry for interrupting. Please, Amy, continue.
No, that's all right. That's when the God voice said recording and so one night it's after karate class, and after karate class, my mom would come and pick me and like my sister and my brother up from karate. And I was just like walking around in my little gi and belt, I was just so excited because karate is so fun. And I'm 13 and my mom's minivan, I see my mom's minivan having pulled up and I'm a weird kid. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to go and mess around with my mom and just like run and scream and wave my hands at the car because, that's what you do. So I proceed to do this because it's a great idea. I'm high on karate. I'm loving my life. I get close enough to the van to notice that it is not my mother in this car. It is another lady, and she is holding a small child tightly to her, fear in her eyes. This insane 13-year-old is running towards her, which I immediately stopped and left completely humiliated, although she had a right to be afraid of me because I'm like, I'm wearing a karate gear. I'm coming at her and I know karate.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, exactly. I've got a belt, I've got a gi, and I'm attacking.
What belt were you? Because that's important. Because if you had a black belt on, that's scary. But if you were like a white belt, not so scary. I was.
You don't
like,
know what they're going to do, right?
They have
they have no care for other people or their needs. Like at that point, they live to torture. So she was right to grab that child to her chest.
Yeah, I've been made fun of by teenagers. Like probably this year. Yeah. Sure.
It's so funny. You were talking about you used to take karate. I would have loved to, but I was always scared. So I would just watch Ninja Turtles. So I grew up on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and there's this story arc where it's called The Last Ronin. So spoiler alert, no spoiler alert, sorry. All the Ninja Turtles die except for Michelangelo.
What?
I know, right?
Wait, this was in a cartoon?
Yeah, no, it wasn't in a cartoon. It was it was in the comic book. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wow. I've never read it, but the comic book was allegedly really dark.
Is this the black and white version comic book where they all have red?
A little bit after the black and white, but yeah, even the black and white is brutal. And so and then they sanitized it down because they wanted to sell toys. But so Michelangelo's the last one. And you know how he's a party loving fun dude, pizza, da-da-da.
Cowabunga, dude.
Yeah.
He lost, now he's this old disheveled turtle hanging out with April, who's divorced from Casey, and he is just angry with the world. He's just killing people. Michelangelo, right? And you're just like, oh. And so as a teen reading this, I'm just like, well, wow. Is this what I have in store? If Michelangelo can lose his fun vibe, will I just be an old, disheveled man? Maybe if I lose all my family, maybe. But still, I just thought about that. And I was like, if this world can change party dude Michelangelo, who else can it? Like, who else won't it change? It's just sad.
No one's safe. Wow.
No one's safe.
Original Understudies.
Hey, you gotta pull yourself together. You're supposed to be a superhero.
I am.
Get off the couch.
I am too weak. I'm too weak. I can't. Because I have had
Laser, there is a difference between too weak and too lazy. Come on.
I've got to tell you, man, I've got a bad case of the Mondays.
Laser?
I can't Laser right now. I can only Steve.
Listen, I think that it's important that you rise up. Like, a lot of people look up to you, and I don't know specifically any crimes because we haven't booted up the old crime tracking machine.
Hey, buddy, would you do me a big favor? Could you scoot over to the microwave there and press the popcorn button? I put a bag of popcorn in and I never press the button.
No, Laser.
But I can't get up right now. I can't
Laser,
do it.
I think you're depressed.
I am depressed, and what would make it better is if you could press the popcorn button.
Laser, it's me, your arch nemesis, the Dome. Where are you, man?
I'm going through it, Dome. I'm going through it. All right. You think maybe we can reschedule? You got a planner you could take out, and maybe we could do this next week, maybe sometime.
Laser, my planner is empty because I've achieved everything. I own the city.
Well, look,
I have all the money.
I've got an appointment with my BetterHelp therapist in a few. So if we could reschedule, that would be better for me.
Oh, look, it's my young little one Laser coming back home with their parents, huh? Beam, huh? You used to call me Beam, but you never called me Dad. Now you want to come home and want more money?
I'm just trying to build a relationship with you, Dad.
You left me. You left a long time ago.
I understand that part of this is my fault, and I'm looking inward, and I'm focusing outward. All right, I'm not just a Laser anymore.
Mr. Laser, I'm Timmy. I'm your biggest 10-year-old fan, and I used to really look up to you, but now I'm really, really getting sad because there seems like there's villains on every street corner, and there's one outside my house now, and I see you laid out on my front stoop, and is there something you could do about him?
Well, I'm having a rough go at it. Do you want a box wine? Do you want? Because I'm sort of in the place right now where I'm reflecting a little bit.
We're here for a warrant to arrest a Laser. Giving alcohol to minors. Is there a Laser amongst the house?
Nope. Okay, not here.
Well, wait a minute. No. Don't trust her. Don't trust her, Lieutenant Dan. Look at Laser.
Nope.
There's sparks flying out the back of her neck.
Do you mind showing me the back of your neck?
But how about this, sir? Could you go press the popcorn button right there on the microwave? I got a bag in there. I'm willing to share.
Mr. Laser, as your court-appointed therapist, we're going to have to talk about everything. We're going to have to start at the beginning. What was your childhood like? What was your relationship with your father?
I can tell you. I used to cut her off all the time. Every time she tried to say so. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't my turn to speak. Sorry.
Dad, I've tried to open up. All right. I can't remember a time where I was just myself and I wasn't just, a being of light. It's sparking. I'm sorry. I'm sparking up. I'm sorry. Oh, I've started a fire.
No light of mine is a quitter.
No. Ooh, I'm sorry. We're being consumed. We're being consumed by this fire.
I guess this therapy session is going to have to end about 5 minutes early. I'm still going to bill you for everything, if you don't mind.
All right, everyone. I know it's not a popular opinion, but I think we can make Genghis Khan a sellable character with toys and like a whole franchise. We can just clean him up.
But history's so boring.
No, I know, and he's not always viewed as the most positive guy. But he's kind of like a dark horse.
Okay.
I want to like cast. Yeah.
I got it.
Go ahead.
I got it.
Petunia,
Okay,
go.
slogan. Here we go. All right, Genghis Khan. You're related to him. Everybody is. And now you can play with it. Him.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah. Everybody's got a little bit of his DNA in it because he used to fuck.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good point. Like Genghis Khan, he fucks. I like that.
Oh, that's better
as
than
a
mine.
slogan.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's where we're going. We want to get him like we're looking at housewives, right? They spend a lot of money. So if we can make him real enjoyable,
Sexy.
the housewives.
Sexy Khan.
Sexy.
You
Sexy
Khan.
Khan.
You Khan do him. Just like he
Oh.
did all of your relatives.
Wow, Sylvia, this is why we gave you a raise last year.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know what that makes me think of? Like, okay, how about this? He's like the Pete Davidson, but he was just a terrible conqueror of his time. So how about we say the Pete Davidson of the old era, Genghis Khan?
Jimmy,
Yeah.
you're making your dad. Good job, son. I really appreciate you coming with your best here.
So we have to find out who all of the sexy ladies of his time were and link him to that and make Instagram accounts for everybody. We can have the biggest Instagram tree ever. Why don't we have like a DNA match for everybody? Let's include that. Let's make this like a monthly subscription.
Corner office, Sylvia.
Oh.
Corner
Oh
office.
my God.
Ooh, how about this? It's a little action figure, right, of Genghis Khan, all right? Sexy Khan. Then you screw off his head. There's what in there? Oh, it's a swab. All right? And then you swab yourself. You put it in there. It's a 23andMe test.
Brilliant, Petunia. You got this. Hun, can you come to the kitchen table for a second?
I don't want to.
Babe, this is important. It's about our relationship.
Oh, really? What's our anniversary?
Yeah, Jack, I'm sorry, but like I got our 23andMe Genghis Khan test back and we're related.
Oh, word. That means we're like really close. Like we don't have to do the work. It's already like done for us. Like we're super close. I'm going to post about this on social media and tell everybody how close we are and that me and my girl are like this.
Like, babe, no, we're cousins. Like we can't do this anymore. We got to call off the wedding.
Did I miss your birthday? Is that why you're mad at me?
No, we're Genghis cousins.
Genghis.
Don't you understand? Yeah, like we're related, honey. If we have this baby, it's gonna be like two-headed.
Oh, word. I think we could really market that and make a TikTok for it. And
Jack,
what's wrong?
Jack, not everything is about TikTok.
So for the gender reveal party that you two were talking about, we can still have it in the park, but what was the announcement that you wanted to make again about the child? Because we do have all of your relatives here. We even have KTLA here because they want to be a part of this. So I think that's pretty cool.
Me and my lady are really close, super close. Babe, go tell.
I really hate that this is how we have to do this.
When do you want the fireworks to go off? Before or after?
When we say we're cousins, and this is our cousin baby, and our cousin baby might be a boy and a girl at once. And if that's the case, we're going to get a sponsorship and we're going to get free Oreo cookies for a year.
Mom, my second head's being mean again.
Shut up.
See? And I told her again, I said, I'm the dominant one. I move this body and pump this heart, but she's being really mean again.
No, you don't. I'll headbutt you.
Stop it. Don't you think it's hard enough for your mother to have a two-headed child?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I've had you guys waiting in the waiting room so long. I'm the doctor. I'm going to be working on separating these two.
Wait.
See.
Do we really have to do that? Because we got like 25 sponsorships going for our children.
Please, Dad, my existence. Please,
Jack,
please.
can you stop live streaming this?
I mean, it's not my place to say you have to, but I've got it all set up. One's going to have just a head and, the other's going to have all the extra parts.
Oh, wait, hold on. Dad, cousin's right. If one of us has all the extra parts, the other one's not going to be able to function. That can't happen. Headbutt.
Stop it. Put a pillow in between you two.
I hate when you guys fight because then I have to like parent and stuff, and that really stresses me out and gets in the way of my online gambling.
No, I just want to date Brienne. If you could like close your eyes or something, Lainey, that'd be cool.
No, I have to watch. I have to. It's part of my development.
Please, Lainey. Please, come on. I just want to be a normal girl. Just for once.
All right, you know what? What if I close one eye?
That's somehow even worse. Somehow that makes it even more voyeuristic.
It's just Brienne and I are supposed to go all the way, and if you could, not be watching us, makes me I can't perform.
Fine. How about this? I can at least close my eyes, but I can still smell, and I still can sing. So trust me, I'm still here. Headbutt.
Original Understudies.
When I was a little kid, I don't know whose fault it was that I misunderstood this concept, but there was some people that would say my last name Heaney, and there was some people that would say my last name Heaney. And Heaney's in my opinion, correct one, but honestly, I don't know what it even matters. But I do remember in kindergarten, they'd ask me what my mom's maiden name was, or like, I don't know if it was kindergarten or first grade or when it was. They're trying to be like, these are the two different families that come together like this. And I would say it's Heaney and it's Heaney. And they're like, what? Like, no. And it came to the point where they had to actually reach out. I don't know if it was like a big problem, but like, I think it might've been a parent teacher thing where they're like, okay, what is the last names? It can't be the same thing. But that concept of having two last names as a child is pretty weird in general.
Well, a lot of people have like hyphenated names now because not every like woman is going, I'm going to take your last name. My sister's name is hyphenated. So she's Ricky Schwarz Collins now. Actually, she's doctor because she's smart. But when I was in high school, I would have loved to have a hyphenated name because there was another girl that I went through and I always had classes with her forever and ever. And her name was Jacki. But she spelled Jackie, I-E. But we had the same initials. So we were both Jackie S. And so there was no like great way to differentiate, I guess, like which one was which. But for me, I always got confused with Jackie, like teachers and whatnot. But Jackie was like She sucked a lot of guys' dicks in high school. That was like kind of her thing. That was like kind of her thing. Is like if you wanted.
And I'm sure that you used a fake name or like something to protect.
No,
like
she's fine. She's fine. She's probably like married and has like a kid or something. It's totally fine. But she never got famous. So don't. But it was like
Yet.
I remember every so often, like, you know, like it would get around again that like Jacki was like doing the rounds, and I would be like, but it's not me. It's not me. Not me.
Me neither.
And, you know, like more power to her. Do whatever you want. It was just like, every once in a while I'd get on some kind of like text chain or something. I'd be like, oh, no, not supposed to be in here, guys. Wrong Jacki.
Oh, text chains. It is incredibly awkward when you find out that I don't really like to be on a text chain unless I'm completely aware of it from the get-go. And like every time I'm on a text chain with people that I don't know their phone numbers, I like have to play this puzzle game of writing their numbers in so that if I'm ever on a text chain, I just want to know who I'm talking to and who's communicating with me.
And they always come in at the worst time. So you're at work or you're at the doctor's office or something that you don't want to be bothered. And it's not like you can block it out because it's a text chain. So if it's a number that you don't recognize, it pops in and you're just like, okay, what is this? What are you talking about? Who didn't start Cooper Kupp in fantasy football? I don't know who is this. And especially if you have an Android or an iPhone, then it gets all convoluted. It's all messed up. So yeah, I hate that more than not knowing who's calling. It's like, okay, who has the Android?
You know what? This is actually terrible. It's been an ongoing thing that just happened again yesterday. People people are taking me off of text threads, and like because I've got an Android phone, I just like get separate emails, like I'll get a phone call where it's like, oh, this is what we're talking about online. It's like, what? Like, why wouldn't you just keep me on the thread? And then yesterday, if you guys know Dennis Govins, he's out there sucking dick every. No, I'm kidding. That's
are you getting confused for him?
No, I'm kidding. I just No, I was on a text thread with Dennis and it's like, oh, it's his birthday coming up and like meet at this bar. And then like there's a conversation with Dennis and Joey. And then all of a sudden Dennis is like, why is it turning green? Like, what is happening here? And Joey's like, oh, James is on an Android. Then the whole text thread goes dead. And I'm like,
oh my gosh, you were excommunicated because of your Android
pretty much.
status?
And I'm sure I'll just get a call from Joey Greer later and be like, okay, this is where we decided we're going to meet up. And it's like, come on.
No, you should.
Just keep me on the thread.
You should.
Oh, man, that's cold.
Original Understudies.
Honey, we called this family meeting because when we gave you your cell phone for the first time, it is an Android, and you can't be part of the family anymore, baby.
What do you mean? What do you...
Well, you know, on your 13th birthday, you wanted a cell phone, so we got you one. But it's an Android, so you can't be a Blockman anymore. Okay?
But it's...
We've gathered all of your things and they're packed up for you. You don't... We're not mean. We're not awful.
Well, we're very impressed with your resume, Ms. Blockman. It seems like you've got everything in...
Yes.
I'm sorry. What's your operating system on your phone?
Oh, what's that over there? I really like that. Is that a portrait of you?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that is in my 3 cats. Thank you for noticing.
I really like that. Yeah.
It just, I just think oh God, yeah, I can see your case just by the size. I know.
What?
You know what? We're actually going in a different direction.
No,
I'm so sorry, Miss Blockman.
Listen, just because
cats, can you see her out?
Just
cats?
because I have an Android doesn't. Kitties, don't bite me.
Ms. Blockman, again, I'm so sorry about your parents passing away. And they did decide to leave you a very generous fortune.
They did?
Yeah, they did. But they only wrote you in by name. They don't have you by any picture. So if you can show me a picture of you and your family on that Android that I can actually see, and that's not too small. If you can actually, do you have a picture?
Yeah, do you see it? I just showed it to you.
No, it's very small. Can you enlarge it maybe on your Android?
Oh, you're not seeing this? You're not seeing it? I see it. I see it very clearly.
No, it's just a little square with 3 little dots next to it. Can't tell. So sorry, you know what? We're just going to have to give it to your cousin.
Miss Blockman, I'd love to let you into heaven, but you never got on to the FaceTime call with God. God called you through FaceTime. You never took his call.
But I have Zoom. I have Google Hangouts.
Look, I'd love to open these gates, but I don't make the rules. God FaceTimes you. He vets you for heaven. That's how you get in. But if you don't take that, it's very rude. It's very rude, actually.
Hi, yes, Senator Keller. This is Jill Waters with the Post. I have it with a source that sucking dick was your thing in high school.
I believe it's jam. I believe it was my jam.
I will.
Did it say thing?
Yeah, it said
I'm
sucking
sorry.
dick.
It was my jam.
Okay, so sucking dick was your jam in high school. It just was curious if you wanted to comment on that at this press hearing.
Honestly, I think that line is pretty self-explanatory. Now that I've switched it to jam, I think that should have probably cleared it up.
Senator, congratulations. You're just the most relatable candidate that we've ever seen. We've never seen such a election like this. I can't believe you won 99% of the vote.
99%? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What do you think it was? What do you think was the tipping point?
I think it was more than just the tip. I think it was the whole campaign that I had been running. I think it really takes away the power from my opponents when I started to say whatever they're going to do that's good, I'm just going to copy that.
You really gave your opponent the shaft. I got to tell you that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's about time that we have a different style of governing.
Yeah, one that's more head on.
Yes, Miss, let me see, Angela Robinson. Is it Robinson or Angela Robbins on?
Actually, my mother's side is Robinson. My side, my father's side, the name I took is Robinson.
Oh, okay. So the name you took is Robinson? Because
Robinson, but we use them interchangeably. You know, sometimes Robinson. My parents were related.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Because we're looking for the right type of person. And we, quite frankly, are a company that likes to promote different types of viewpoints. So if you were Robin's on, I think you'd probably be a better fit. And I'm sorry, you just...
Yeah. You know, the thing about incest is this. I mean, we can fit into a lot of different holes.
Congratulations, Miss Robinson. We've discovered that you are a queen of an unknown country. It's so unknown that you get to name it because of your incest and your royal family. Your blood is the purest. That is what your ancestry DNA match came back to tell us.
Oh, I just have one line there. It's just one single line. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like, how do you feel?
I feel sick.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, physically ill. I feel like my organs are shutting down. Oh man. I don't think I'm gonna live much longer.
Well, Mrs. Robinson, we're here at 23andMe, have found that you have the purest blood in the entire world. So we would like to make you the leader of the entire world.
Oh, well, I wish my skin wasn't falling off all over your carpet. This is a very important, this is so important. I am a little embarrassed about my current state, but I guess, just
Yes, we desperately need a leader in you. So if you would address the people outside.
Oh, well, I think I got at least 1 week left. I'll give it my best shot.
Okay, because the decisions you make now will change the world.
Okay, well, I won't be around for it.
We have one more question. Have you selected an heir? Do you have an heir? Do you have an animal? Do you have any pets? Anything?
So what my colleague is saying, not A-I-R, but H-E-I.
Oh, yeah, because I don't have any hair left.
No, the H-E-I-R.
I hate to, I want to keep it pure. Do you think we could do a clone kind of situation?
I think we could do that.
Original Understudies.
Have you ever had to work with the, not heir, but child of somebody that is a business owner? You're working at the business and they have a grandchild that also works at the business but does nothing?
No, that sounds bad.
I don't want to give away too many names.
That is a completely subjective experience.
So let me just put this little thing out there. I used to work for I worked at a coffee shop, and it was a privately owned coffee shop, and the owner was a semi-famous person. And his grandkids would always just cycle through and get a summer job there. Most of them were really good and hustled and were good workers. But one of them one year just sat and played, I think it was a PSP at the time. I don't remember what it was, but it was a portable gaming system. And he would sit and play. And at the end of the day, we would still have to tip him out. And it was it became a really it was the only time I've ever seen nepotism as a fighting point. I've never worked anywhere else where it's oh, this person got promoted because their family owns the place. But just having to tip out somebody that wasn't working, there was a damn near mutiny there. Have you guys ever had that scenario like that where you're it's a family business and you're not part of the family?
The only thing that comes close for me, and hopefully this isn't I used to work at this marketing agency, and the person who ran it, she had her nephew used to work there, and he also did very little. Both of her nephews did very little, but I ended up getting in a relationship with one of the nephews, and we would have fun on the job. So we would both get paid to have a good time. So,
did a quick Jacki.
Yeah, exactly. I'm part of the problem. I benefited from that nepotism. So
I had the opposite problem at one of my jobs is I worked at a small TV network in Chicago, and one of the editors was the nephew of the guy who owned the business. And so they took him in as an intern. But I got sent by accident the payroll one time, and I was oh, they're giving him less than ever. He's getting paid $11 an hour. Everybody else is getting paid $14. He used to stay overtime. He would be doing more stuff than and I was they're just taking advantage of their own guy here. And they used to kind of be oh, you know why you're here. You wouldn't have gotten this job any other way. And I'm oh, you need to stand up for yourself.
Oh my gosh, he sounds like the Cinderella of the family.
It was like a Cinderella situation, and I felt so bad. And when I left that company, I pulled him aside and I gave him this information. I'm you're not getting paid what everybody else is. You're not getting billed your overtime. And you're doing the same amount of projects as any of the other editors, and they're at least getting $4 more an hour and overtime, and you're not getting any of that. And he was I don't think there's anything I...
Original Understudies.
Hey, other Ninja Turtles, I just saw the payroll And I, as Donatello, I am not getting the same amount as the rest of you.
Whoa, what are you talking about, Donnie? What do you mean? We're all getting paid.
Maybe that's just sort of like, a pizza problem.
Yeah.
No, I just look, take a look. There is one less zero next to Donatello. I'm an inventor, you guys. What? Raphael just makes jokes and storms away. Why am I getting paid like $30 and everyone else is getting paid $300 a day?
Hey, come on, I'm not storming away from anything. Anybody want a slice of pizza pie?
Yeah, Raffy, I would. Hey, Donnie, maybe it's just the fact that, I don't know, maybe it's not a zero. Maybe it's another O, as in, oh, you're so awesome.
Cowabunga.
Yeah.
Hey, turtles, what are you all arguing about?
Hey, April. Donnie's over here feeling inadequate because he's missing an extra O.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, it's job inequity. You should know all about this, April. You're a female reporter. Everybody at your job makes more than you. You know that.
Well, you know what? I'm going to have to do some reporting on this, some real hard-hitting reporting. I'm going to have to take out my notebooks. I'm going to have to look at the computer. I'm going to have to do some interviews. First of all, Michelangelo, what do you think about this?
Whoa, I'm not about inequality. All I'm all about is pizza quality. Am I right?
Yeah. Is it? I'm not making up puns. Is that the problem?
It could be, yeah.
Leonardo, have you thought about unionizing and the benefits?
Look, O'Neill, it's really cute that you keep bringing in these stories about mutant turtles that don't exist, but we pay you to look pretty, okay? We pay you to look pretty, so can you please stop?
I'm glad that you brought that up because I'm really pretty. I am so much prettier than you, than anybody at this news station. And with that said, I would like a raise, a pretty good high raise.
Oh, O'Neill, every week you come in with this, but you still look at those doe eyes. Look at those doe eyes. What am I supposed to do? She's doing the siren eyes. Now she's doing the siren.
Okay, so April O'Neil, all right. We got this movie for you. You're going to be recreating your relationship that you have with these Ninja Turtles, okay? But it's going to be under my banner, all right? Michael Bay's banner. Can you just stand there and look pretty?
Yeah. Do you want my lips to be poutier?
A little bit poutier and just pretend you know how to work a camera.
Oh, Miss O'Neill, we have a lot of options actually in wardrobe if you don't want to be in a yellow jumpsuit the whole time.
I'm good.
Oh, actually it wasn't really, do you maybe want to just try like something else besides like the yellow jumpsuit?
Oh, like those little shorts and this little tank top?
Yeah, would you be, something like that? Just, anything but the yellow jumpsuit.
Neil, it's Megan Fox. You're standing on my territory of being pretty and part of Michael Bay's scene.
Oh my God, you look like you're going to bite me.
Yeah, I might just bite you because...
Oh no, are you a black belt?
Of course I am.
Well...
Okay, good. You can take her out. Fight now.
By fight...
Come at me.
Bang, bang, snap. That's how fighting works, right?
Hello, 911.
All right, I've got you on the line.
Megan Fox, she has a black belt and she's approaching my car.
Megan Fox?
She's dressed in karate gear and I think it's Megan Fox and she's approaching my car. I'm afraid.
Well, don't open your window. Do you have the keys to your car?
No, I threw them at Megan Fox.
Okay, well, that was a bad life choice, okay?
Smelled her.
Oh, my car won't start without the keys.
Probably not.
I do?
Scratch.
What I'm going to want you to do is sit very still.
Closer.
Megan Fox can only see you.
She's getting closer. She's not running. She's just sort of like stretching.
I need you to calm down.
Threaten.
Don't make any big movements. If Megan Fox doesn't see you moving, she doesn't even know you're there.
Puff up. Threaten. Whoa, where'd she go? Like, where is she?
So yes, to recreate the 1991 riots in LA, we just have camera footage and not sound equipment. So we have the wonderful Megan Fox in here to recreate the sounds from the riots. Please, Megan, what happened with some of these buildings?
So it was like rawr, angry, like fire, threaten, signs held, like people taking bathroom breaks.
The brutality. Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut it too close. Mr. Fox, I appreciate you bringing your daughter in here, Megan, to do some Foley work.
She's great, isn't she?
I mean, as a sidebar, I don't think so. I think she sucks. I don't want her to hear me say that. I hope she doesn't actually. But here's the thing. We want the explosions to be things like stuff like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So stuff like, okay, I think I got it. I'm sorry.
You got it? All right.
My
Thanks,
Android's
Mr.
a
Fox.
little slow. All right, I got you. How about this? Okay. Megan, honey.
Daddy.
So I just got some notes. Everything is good. So we're going to try another time period, okay? So we're going to do World War II, and then you're just going to recreate that, but they want a little bit more. Just give it a little more oomph, okay, Megan? You got this.
Right, okay.
Okay. World War II,
right.
and now.
A bomb, fire, Baritina.
Turtles, assemble.
Wait a second.
I think we can solve all of this bad blood by having a pizza party.
Yeah, the favorite one.
Yeah. All right, but listen, April, I'm Leonardo. I'm the leader of the Turtles.
Oh, or are we supposed to go through some sort of like election or voting system or?
No, it was just. That's just the way I'm a natural leader and everybody's just been following me. I think that's just the way it works, April. You can't come in here, right, guys? Like, you're not going to just...
I also have a problem that this pizza party is going to cost my entire salary for the day, okay? Like, everyone else makes $300. I'm not over this. I'm just not over it.
Whoa, and April, I'm the one that announces pizza party. Anything that has to do with pizza, that's my announcement. That's what makes Michelangelo. Whoa.
Oh, what do you think about this, Versace?
Wait, who?
Versace? Is there a new turtle?
Is there a new turtle? That's a new turtle. Well, hey, guys, it's me.
Versace's a girl turtle.
And Versace's here. Also, Dolce & Gabbana, another turtle, also
We're
here.
expanding, guys. More turtles, more power to us.
Whoa, and they're dressed so cool.
Hello, it is Master Splinter, and I am afraid, Turtles, that I have to let you go. You're all fired.
Why? No, Dad. You can't fire your sons.
I'm afraid I have to. For one thing, we have new turtles, Dolce & Gabbana, Versace, and Gucci. And also, you all have androids, so I'm afraid I have to let you go.
But not even all of those are Italian. You guys just hired a turtle named Coach.
Hey, Raphael, it's me, Gucci. Why don't you take that half shell of yours and stick it up your you-know-what while you get out of here? Go back to Cleveland.
He's very spunky.
April again, guys. Listen, me and the new turtles have been talking, and it looks like we're not going to be having a pizza party. We're going to be having a meatball sub party. Is that cool?
Welcome back to New York Fashion Week, and it is a hell of a show. We've got so many turtles on the runway, squatching about, just scratching up the surface. Oh, one just dived off the stage into a little tiny pond.
No, it's this is a very unconventional fashion show. The turtles are going very slowly. And I don't know why they're doing stage dives off into the little ponds. What the hell's going on this catwalk? This isn't New York fashion.
I'm not going to lie to you. The way some of these turtles turn around with their fierceness. I mean, it's like a new amphibian era of fashion. I love it. Fierce.
Look who's big shell coming down the... already wandered right off the side of the stage. All right.
Dolce & Gabbana, thank you for sitting down for this interview with me. It's clear that you are the breakout stars of the Ninja Turtles. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, if I'm gonna go first as Dolce & Gabbana, I gotta say, out with the old and with the new. Am I right? Am I right, everybody?
So you just needed
who doesn't like
fresh blood, new? How old are you? Are you a teenager? Are you an adult? Are you a preteen? Are you a little baby?
You know, I get this a lot. I actually get this a lot. It keeps getting younger and younger every year. So I am a turtle fetus.
Wow, you're so fresh-faced. I just love your eyelashes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, hey, Dolce and Gabbana. It's me, Michelangelo, but I'm just a withered old man now. You made sure that me and my brothers lost our job, and Donatello's been out there just sucking people dry, and Leonardo can't lead anymore. He just follows somebody at an old beer garden in St. Louis. And Raphael, he couldn't do any more heroics. So he jumped off the Statue of Liberty, but actually landed into the water, so he was fine. But he floated off into Australia. We never seen him again. I want to get my revenge on you, Dolce & Gabbana, right now.
I mean, look, I'm only 8.
Gentlemen, we've done it. We've found the antidote to Benjamin Button disease. We can finally save the Dolce & Gabbana Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The world is saved.
Well, hold on one moment. We have power in our hands. Do we really wish to spend it so quickly?
I don't want to live in a world with no Dolce & Gabbana Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's just too convoluted.
Here's an idea. Why don't we make a clone of this little D&G?
A clone? Well, I don't see how anything could go wrong with that.
No, we tried it once and it didn't work, but I'm willing to give it another shot.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Original Understudies. This episode wouldn't be possible without our Mastering Engineer
Toivo
Kallio. And I am so proud of our amazing cast, which got just a little bigger this month. We've got Aaron Martin, Will Morris, Mike Del Rosso, and Kevin Prado. Unfortunately, it seems like destiny at this point. They weren't able to make the recording. Luckily, the original Understudies were able to step in their absence and fill in the funny. All right, so we've got another review, and I am really happy. I feel like they're rolling in now. Keep it up, please. The celebration isn't a reason to stop putting the reviews in, but here it is. 5-star review titled Carrying the Torch. If you're like me, the end of Alchemy This created a big lonely hole in my heart. Now the original Understudies has wormed its way in like a warm, huggable, parasitic worm. Give it a shot if you love great improv. I suppose I should throw out a topic suggestion. I'm not sure I'm the only one this has happened to. Have any of the Understudies thought some fact was true and confidently told others about it, only to be proven wrong? Kallio. Well, I can't wait to see what the original Understudies have to say about that. And don't forget to send in suggestions also through the traditional path at originalunderstudiespodcast@gmail.com.
Original Understudies.